Biplab, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Screen sharing visible.
Just a minute. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Bryce Bandua and I'm an AVP in Dook International, Dook Travels Private Limited. So today we will understand about Azerbaijan as a destination. Before this, I would like to tell about our company, Dook International and Dook Travels Private Limited, how it works. Just a moment. So we are DMC for all CIS countries, and we have our offices in all CIS countries where we operate, and we are doing fixed departures since along for these countries like Almaty, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Tashkent, for all these countries. Is it clear, Biplab? I think there's some problem in internet.
No, I can see your screen. No
You
problem.
can see the screen, right? But why
Yes, yes.
again and again is stopping this? Stream?
Right now it's bing.com.
Okay, so today I would like to tell you one new feature in our website. If you will log in dookinternational.com, there is one feature, Agent Connect. So this is the Agent Connect, if you can see on the screen. It's a simple process to log in Agent Connect. You have to sign up if you're a new agent. And here you can find all our live inventories for all the countries, whatever seats we are purchasing from the airlines. Here you will find our live inventories. Our backend team is doing the changes every time. And whatever seats is left, you can find here all the live inventories for our fixed departures from Agent Connect. Kindly log in dookinternational.com and dookshare.com. Two websites. And today in this meeting also we will use these two websites. Viplab, shall we start now? I think.
Yes, please. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so my colleague Mr. Viplav Varya today is with me from Baku, Azerbaijan, and today he will tell about the destination. Yeah.
So, just one moment. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well, nice, safe, and sound, following quarantine rules. And so, my name is Biplav Arya. I'm a general manager. I'm heading operations here in Azerbaijan. I'm based in Baku right now. And before we begin, I would just like to update you on the lockdown situation here. So here it's been locked down for almost 3 weeks, in fact more, and the number of infections are quite less. Uh, you know, uh, the number of deaths are also quite less. So pretty much everything, and seems that the lockdown will end soon. Without any chances of reinfection or anything. So right, so that's good news. I hope things get better in India as well, and hope you are all safe. Right, so uh, let me start by sharing my screen. Okay. Can you see the map? Can you see the map?
Yes, yes, it is visible. It is visible.
Yes.
Okay, great. Right, okay, great. So just in case you didn't know where is Azerbaijan, what is the location. So here it is on the map. On the lower right, you see Pakistan. India is somewhere there. Just across Iran, you see Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea is the world's biggest lake. And Azerbaijan is one of the countries on the banks of Caspian Sea. And the Baku city is right here. You see, Baku city is it's like a peninsula just on the banks of Caspian Sea. And the bordering countries are Iran, Turkey, Armenia, Georgia, and a part of Russia, which is Dagestan. So the flight connectivity to Azerbaijan is via Sharjah or Dubai. Air Arabia is the airlines which we use. That's the one we use most of the times, and that Air Arabia flies via Sharjah, and there is Fly Dubai, which flies via Dubai. There's usually a short layover of 1.5 hours, and the total flying time is about 6 hours 15 minutes. Right? Okay. I'll tell you a little bit about the visa process if you wonder how difficult or easy it is to get the visa. So the visa is e-visa, it's online visa, and it's very easy. You don't need to submit your passport or anything. You just send your scanned copies of your passport to us, and we apply for your visa. And it takes about 3 working days, maximum 3 working days, and we get e-visa, which we can email to you. We can send it on WhatsApp, and it's that convenient. Right. So that's the normal visa process, which takes 3 working days, and we have urgent visa as well. The fee is higher, but we get the visa within 3 hours. So sometimes when there's an error or something, if there's any problem with immigration, we can quickly apply for urgent visa and make sure that the guest does not have to wait. The holiday is not ruined. Anyway, so here we are. So I will start with the tour itinerary. Usually, like a standard tour itinerary of Azerbaijan is about 4 nights, 5 days. For most MICE groups as well as FITs. FITs, like family groups and group of friends, couples. They would prefer staying longer, 5 nights, 6 nights. Maybe they would stay out in the regions, maybe 1 or 2 nights in the hill stations. There's quite a few of them where there's a lot of nature, and those are beautiful places. But most of the times, yeah, it's usually 4 nights, 5 days with 3 nights, all 4 nights in Baku. And sometimes some groups would go to Gabala or Shadag that are, hill stations. They would go on a day excursion. So I will talk about that in a little bit. So let's begin. Let me show you the major tourist attractions on, in Azerbaijan, in Baku especially. Okay, so after you arrive in Baku, the arrival time is about morning times, say around 11 o'clock. Around 11, the flight lands in Baku, Air Arabia, and there's another flight which lands at around 3:30. But most of the flights they land at 11 in the morning. So our tour guides they receive the guests at the airport. The immigration is quite smooth. It takes about half an hour or maximum 40 minutes to cross immigration and come out of the airport. So from the airport, we take you to money exchange where you can change your money. We take you to the restaurant for lunch. So on the way, we take you to a bank where you can change your dollars into manat. Manat is the currency of Azerbaijan. About $1 is about 1.7 manat, right? Okay, so after lunch, the check-in is usually 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. is the check-in time. So by the time you finish lunch, you reach hotel. It's time for check-in, and you take rest for a while. And the sightseeing begins at say around 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So usually on day one, we take you to Highland Park, up on a panoramic city tour. And you go to Highland Park. It's like a terraced at an elevated place, at a high up place, from where you see the Caspian Sea and the entire Baku city. It looks very beautiful. So here it is. So this is the view from what you're looking at on the screen is a view from Highland Park in the daytime. In the evening time, Highland Park is just named next to Flame Towers. I'm sure you've seen these pictures on the internet. And this is called Flame Towers. Fairmont Hotel is located in one of the towers. This tower is Fairmont Hotel. So it's a very nice view. There are LED displays on this building, and it really looks wonderful after dark. So this is the other side of Baku City that you can see from Highland Park. The Caspian Sea, that's the Boulevard Street you see. There are parks. People like to, it's kind of a recreational place. People like to go jogging, walking. Children like to go cycling and, skating. So it's very nice and pleasant. That's the Ferris Wheel, usually a part of our standard tour package. We include a ride on the Ferris wheel. So this goes around nice and slow, and you get a very beautiful view of the city from the Ferris wheel cabin. And that's Crystal Hall. Crystal Hall is a stadium. It's a large stadium for entertainment programs like large concerts. The European Song Contest, Eurovision Song Contest takes place there. So it attracts a lot of foreign artists and people who like to attend such concert music. So this is the other view from Highland Park, Caspian Sea. That's the Boulevard Street. It is similar to Marine Drive in Mumbai. It's like a peninsula, and it stretches several kilometers. Daytime view, a panoramic view of Baku City from Highland Park. That's the Dook International team in Baku last year. Okay, so on that's day one, and after Highland Park, we take you to dinner, and after dinner, you take rest at your hotel. Next day, the sightseeing begins in the morning, and we start with Old Baku City. So this is Shirvanshah's palace, and you will be surprised to know that Baku has 3 UNESCO World Heritage sites. It's quite an amazing thing. So Shirvanshah's palace is one of them. It is the palace of the Emperor Shirvanshah, and which is now converted to a museum. So this is Old City. Inside you find these traditional showpieces and a lot of ancient artifacts. from the king's rule. This is old city, typical architecture. It's very. This is one of the artist houses, and it's painted outside like that. Some pictures from old city. That's Shrivan Shah's palace, and there are a lot of souvenirs you can buy from there. Old city is the best place to buy souvenirs, traditional gift items, unique to Azerbaijan, which you would like to take yourself or gifts for friends. So the old Baku city has remained the same. It's pretty much. Uh, Prayesh, I hear noises. Can someone mute it, please?
Just a moment.
Who's not muted? I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. Right. So old city. A walk through old city is like it takes you back 1,000 years in time, and it's just amazing. And of course, there are new cafes as well. That's Shrivan Shah's palace again. So this is Maiden Tower. This is the ancient Maiden Tower in Old City. This is the nighttime view of Maiden Tower. It is said that 1,000 years ago, the water level in Caspian Sea was higher. The water used to come all the way, very close to this Maiden Tower. That's Hard Rock Cafe. After Old City, after a tour of Old City, we take you to lunch. And after lunch, very close to Old City is Nizami Street. Nizami Street is the city center of Baku, and it's like like the most happening place in Azerbaijan, in Baku. And it's a recreational place. People like to go with their families and friends, walk around. There are many cafes. There are many shops and stores for shopping. So you can buy things. You can take a look around. A nice place for window shopping as well. If you want to have a drink, there are very nice cafes. Some are open air cafes, and nice place to enjoy different kinds of foods and music. This was around New Year time, last New Year. The city center is full of people. It's the whole place is lit up. It's all decorated and everything. It attracts a lot of locals as well as foreign tourists. Baku City is a beautiful city. It has a lot of parks, a lot of greenery, and as you can see, a lot of fountains. You see, this is one of the fountains there. This is Fountain Square. Fountain Square is inside Nizami Street. It's an area where there are many fountains there, and it's really beautiful, nice and romantic. Good place for family, friends, and anyone just who likes to stroll around in a beautiful city. This is Ferris Wheel. The tour begins, the tour continues, and then you go to Boulevard. So Boulevard area, as I said before, it's like the Marine Drive of Mumbai, but it's much more beautiful. There's a lot of greenery. There are green parks all around this blue Caspian Sea on one side, and you see the city on the other side. This is the evening time view from Ferris Wheel. If you take a Ferris Wheel ride, this is the view you get. What you're looking at is the TV tower. This is the TV tower. It's got a revolving restaurant. So if there are FITs or couples or families, they can have a very nice view from here. You can have a dinner there and enjoy a beautiful view outside. You can see flame towers very close from here. This is one of the malls which is coming up. In a few months, it will be ready. And it's also beautiful. There are cineplexes inside and a lot of restaurants and shopping places. This is a view from Ferris Wheel. This is how Baku City looks from Ferris Wheel, and that's the Boulevard Street you see in the background. And that's a view of flame towers, as I said. LED displays. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks magnificent. These are huge multi-story skyscrapers, but the LED display makes it just so amazing in the evening time. Just one moment. This is the daytime view of Boulevard. And this is the Boulevard Street. You see people walking around, strolling around, children playing, jogging, evening time. And these are rides. Children can enjoy rides in Boulevard Street. A lot of fun and
The
games.
photo is not changed.
I'm sorry. And
The pic
course,
has
there's
to be changed.
are you asking something? Is someone asking something?
Screen is not visible.
Photo is not changed, sir.
Photo's not changing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thanks for.
Now okay, Viplab. Now fine.
No, sir, it's not
Yeah.
coming.
Can you see? Can you see?
Only
What do
picture
you
is
see?
showing. The same picture is showing, sir.
Same picture.
It's a-
Previous photo.
The
There is
same
no
picture.
One second. Can you see
Now
now?
it is blank. Now blank. It is now blank.
Just stop sharing the screen and share it again.
Right. Let me do that. Okay, I stopped it. Now let's share the screen again.
Now
Okay.
it's changed.
Okay, now you see Boulevard Street,
Yeah, sir.
parks, buildings. Okay, great. Great. Now, so do you see a train here? I am muted. One moment. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. There are technical glitches. Okay. So there are a lot of, it's a family destination, as well as, the fact is that 80 or 90% of their business is MICE, corporate groups coming to Baku for conferences and, vacations, conferences, gala dinners, award ceremonies and things. But it's also an amazing family destination as well. So there's a lot of fun and games, activities for children as well in the Boulevard area. This is Carpet Museum. As you can see, this building looks like a rolled up carpet. And inside, Azerbaijan is famous for its carpets, handmade carpets from ancient times. So inside you see a lot of carpets, how they make these carpets, and the paintings, the drawings on the carpets, they tell a story about Azerbaijani traditions and cultures. And also in the Boulevard, apart from Ferris Wheel, we conduct these boat rides, cruise boat rides. It's a short ride which lasts about 20 minutes or 25 minutes or 30 minutes, but it's really amazing. The ride itself is amazing. It takes you a few kilometers out in the Caspian Sea and brings you back, and you get a very beautiful view of the city, And the following day, the next day, let's say day 3, we take you to Fire Mountain and Fire Temple in the morning after breakfast. So this is Fire Mountain. It's about 25 kilometers from Baku City, and it's called Yanar Dag. You see, Yanar Dag. It's called the Fire Mountain. So, Azerbaijan is it's an oil-rich country. It's one of the first places in the world where it's one of the first places. Hello. It's one of the first places in the countries in the world which started organized oil drilling. And where there is oil, there are sources of natural gas. So this Fire Mountain has been burning for many decades, and it's a great tourist attraction. It's a natural phenomenon. Yeah, so this is Fire Mountain. See, this is how it is. It's quite interesting and unique. Rains, wind, snow, whatever it is, it cannot extinguish this fire. And near, close to Fire Mountain, there is Fire Temple. So let me tell you a little bit about the history of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan Baku was on the way. It was a major trading hub during the Silk Route days. So, and the ancient population of Azerbaijan, they were Zoroastrians. They were fire worshippers. So, Fire Temple had one such source of natural gas coming from underground, and it was burning. And Zoroastrians used to worship fire. So, Fire Temple was built around that. It's called Atishgah. Atish means fire. And you will be surprised to know that Indians 1,000 years ago used to walk all the way from India and come to Atishgah Temple. So there were traders as well as Hindu and Sikh pilgrims who used to come here. So there are a lot of ancient artifacts about Hinduism and Sikh as well. So this used to be a natural fire for many, many centuries until in the last century, because of oil drilling, the natural source has stopped. Now it's an artificial source, but it looks the same. That's Fire Temple. The buildings that you see around, they are converted into museums. So it's quite interesting. So there are these artifacts and sculptures which depict the ancient life. See, the traders used to come and they used to trade. So there is probably a barter going on in the days of Silk Route. So caravans, these are caravanserais. So people used to rest here along with their animals. They would rest and recover. You see Hindu artifacts. Okay, so after that, we bring you back to Baku City for lunch. And after lunch, we can take you to Gobustan. It's not a part of standard tour package, but yeah, I mean, it's 60 kilometers out of the city. Gobustan is one of the, by the way, Fire Temple is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And Gobustan, Azerbaijan was the place where the world's, oldest human remains were found. So there are very ancient caves and ancient, artifacts which talk about, their lives. There are museums here. Those of you who are not interested in museums will definitely enjoy the view from Gobustan, the view of Caspian Sea and Gobustan National Park. After that, the following day, on day 4, we can show you Haider Aliyev Center. It's a uniquely designed building, no visible pillars anywhere. It was designed by an lady architect, Iraqi-British architect, Zaha Hadid. And it's a unique, this is the cultural center. It's got a museum inside. It's not a part of standard inclusions, but for some groups, they request that, they want to visit this museum. So you need at least 2 hours to see the museum. And in Gobustan, near Gobustan, there's mud volcanoes as well. So Azerbaijan is one of the very few countries where you have, natural mud volcanoes. Instead of lava, there's mud flowing, and there are hills made from such volcanic activity. It's like this. So it's a unique phenomenon which exists only at a few places in the world, and you must see. And in the summers, after May and June, for a few months, the weather is a little warm here, and there's a lot of beach activity. So those those wanting leisure tour, leisure vacations, they can visit the beaches. The beaches, the clean beaches where you can bathe, are actually out of the city, like 30, 40 kilometers, but you can spend the whole day there. There are water parks as well. So FIT is wanting to stay, at such places for a day or two and enjoy water activities. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right. So as I had mentioned in the beginning, that we do day excursions. There are some hill stations that are really beautiful, like Gabala and Shadak, approximately 200 kilometers from Baku City. The travel time, it takes about 3.5 hours or so, or maximum 4 hours one way. So most of the times our groups, they leave early in the morning, and they reach Gabala, they have lunch. There are Indian restaurants there, and after lunch you take a cable car ride. So this place is called Nokhud Lake. It's on the way to Gabala. It's a nice and beautiful lake, nice for a stop, a short break, and you have chai, and then you continue on your ride to Gabala. Sorry. This is in the winter time. There's a lot of snow in Gabala and Shadag, and it has, as I said, it's a ski resort. So there are skiers from Azerbaijan, Europe, and Russia. They go skiing, but most Indian tourists, they take the cable car ride. They go up to the top, to this place, and it's a very nice view, with a beautiful view from there. So there are a lot of activities for children and as well as adults. This is the cable car. This is a summertime view. It takes you through the journey itself. A lot of people say, okay, it's a long drive. Why should we travel such long distance? But the journey is very comfortable, and you get a very nice view of the landscape, of the suburbs on the way to the hill stations. This Gabala, this is view from one of the resorts. A musician, Azerbaijani musician playing music. Okay, so that was Gabala. Let me show you some pictures of Shadag. Shadag is, it's similar. These are day excursions, usually day excursions, but you can stay one night there. That's really awesome. It's very pleasant in the evenings as well. So this is similar to Gabala. Like, you take a cable car ride. There are many other activities like quad bikes and rifle shooting, and a whole lot of activities for children as well as adults. In Gabala, there is Gabaland. Gabaland is an entertainment park, and there are many activities. A lot of times we include rifle shooting there. So you can shoot sports rifles, hunting rifles, and it's target shooting. This is near Shadag. We do, for certain groups, we do some trekking adventure as well. Take them ahead from Shadag, and we take them to a place called Laza, and there's a nice and beautiful waterfall. In the winter time, it is frozen. In the summers, it's a waterfall, and it's a very nice place to enjoy nature. This is on the way to Shadag. These are some of the activities: snowshoeing, snow tubing, paintball, off-road tours, parks for children, a lot of adventure activities, paintball games for children as well as adults, skiing, horse riding. And another such place is Guba. Guba is it's a destination for leisure tourists who want to stay, and relax in a very beautiful location. So Guba is one such place. This property is called Guba Palace. It's a 5-star property. It was very popular as a wedding destination. This is the view from Guba. It has large banquets, lot of large events and weddings take place here. This is the nighttime view. They have their own cable car, which takes you up to the restaurant. The hotel restaurant is located on the other side of the valley, and they have an entertainment park as well. A lot of games and activities for children, so you can stay there a couple of days and enjoy. Especially, honeymoon couples and children, they would enjoy it, very much. It's a nighttime view of Guba Palace. Okay, so as I said, it's Baku is it's the most popular as a tourist destination for MICE groups, like corporate groups wanting to do an award ceremony or conference or gala dinners. So I'm just going to quickly show you some pictures of that. There are many large banquets where we can provide Indian food and gala dinner. All kinds of sound system, technical setup can be used. This is a dance performance. Rash, could you see the video?
I can see the video, but it is not clear.
It's slow, yeah. Okay,
It's
okay.
slow, yeah.
No worries. Right. Okay, no worries. You got the idea. So yeah, this is a traditional dance performance we organize for one of the corporate groups, and we can make them wear these traditional dresses. So it's quite interesting for them to have an award ceremony wearing traditional Azerbaijani attire and attend a conference. Take pictures with the Azerbaijani welcome girls. Belly dance show, traditional dance show, Bollywood dance, etc. So this is the kind of setup we can do, like all kinds of LED screens and large sound setup, microphones, everything. Dance performances, that's tango dance, this LED dance, the traditional Dawul drummers playing music, and then traditional dancers dancing to it. And apart from the usual, touristy packages, we also do some adventures. Azerbaijan is an amazing place for hiking and adventure. There are a lot of trekking trails, and whether it is summertime or winter time, doesn't matter. It's just amazing. It's very beautiful, pristine and untouched. No garbage, no crowds, nothing. You see, pristine beauty of nature. Whether it is winter when it's snow covered or in the summertime as well. So I'll just show you some pictures of So if you're interested in hiking, this can be arranged. Village homestay is possible. You can hike for a few kilometers, like 8 kilometers to 13 kilometers usually. Nature at its best. That's a waterfall. That's a kind of a traditional meal in the wilderness. That's the Hyder Aliyev International Airport. The airport is one of the most modern, one of the most advanced in the world, recently built. This is Ganja city. This is the city center of Baku. Okay, and we can do excursions like 4x4 rides. and team building activities. This we did for 150 packs. So it was extreme off-road adventure. Okay, so having said that, you understand now what a typical tour package is. What is a Azerbaijani tour package like. Now, I would like to connect you with the system which we created for you, especially all travel agents.
Okay,
So
so
that you can
in
access all
between,
the information.
Biplav, in
Yeah,
between,
so,
I'm taking two questions.
yeah,
Questions I'm getting on chat.
sure.
So there is one question: is there any wildlife?
Is there wildlife? Azerbaijan is a small country, probably is the size of Uttar Pradesh or smaller. There are some jungles. See, Azerbaijan has very different landscapes, very different landscapes and climatic zones. There are small forests, but there's not that much of wildlife really. But if you go hiking for adventure, like if you go trekking, you see a lot of unique birds. But there's not much wildlife as such you would find in tropical regions, like tropical countries like India and other South Asian countries.
Okay, so pink lake is also quite famous these days in India. So somebody is asking pink lake. Where is the pink lake located in Azerbaijan?
Pink Lake.
Yeah, pink lake.
There are colorful mountains about 100 kilometers from Baku City. There's a mountain where it's like multicolor mountains. It's like a painting. It's like somebody has painted the mountains with it. So we do excursions. It's a little away from the highway, but of course we have sent groups there. Any other questions?
You continue with the website.
Right. Okay. So let me share the screen. 1 second, please. One second, share screen. Here we are. Okay, so you can follow us on YouTube. Okay, just
Mr. Haris, do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Sir, if a client want to stay 5 nights and 6 days, so what is the first preferred city apart from Baku, where you suggest them to put? All are like MICE candidate, MICE group.
So the thing is, sir, for MICE groups, as I said, a lot of times our MICE groups as well as FITs, they stay 1 night in Gabala or Shadag, which are the hill, which are mountain resorts. They stay there 1 night and come back. But MICE groups usually, they're interested in nightlife, clubs, bars, drinking, party. So that's, so nightlife is not available in the, outside in the regions. It's available in the Baku city.
Okay,
So
thank you.
That is the reason most of the, MICE groups, they go on a day excursion, they come back to Baku city by evening.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right, sir. So as I was saying, this is our YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. You'll find a lot of all these training sessions, including this one, will be available here, and a lot of interesting videos. And Price already told you about Agent Connect. Agent Connect is a very useful link. It's, we are a B2B platform. All we do is for travel agents. You see, so this is Agent Connect, and you can, you can find special offers. You can find information about all our tourist destinations, Kazakhstan, or all through Central Asia, and all the countries that were part of, Soviet Union, as well as some Eastern European countries. Okay, so this is a great way to stay connected with us. Follow us on YouTube. I'm sorry, Facebook, Dook Travels. Just search for Dook Travels. Follow us. Enable notifications, and you will find a lot of special offers going on, a lot of updates, a lot of information about various destinations: Kiev, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan. We are oldest in Central Asia. We introduced destinations in Central Asia one by one, starting with Uzbekistan. That was about 11 years ago. And we continue to lead in this field, not only for MICE, but also leisure travel and some premium travel as well. So on our website, dookinternational.com, we have blogs. We have travel blogs, which you'll find very interesting stories there about Azerbaijan and several countries like, Belarus, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, we have introduced recently. And of course, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, these are already very popular. I'm sure most of you would have sent your groups to these destinations, and we operated them successfully. So yeah, I mean, you see, there's a lot of information there on our website, and so you can log on to them. Just stay connected with us, and if you have any more questions, please write into the chat window. Prayesh will let me know. Please write in. Can you see the chat window? Just write your questions if you have any. So from time to time, we have special offers going on. We have fixed departures. At most of our destinations, we have regular fixed departures. So stay connected with us. You should be updated with all the tour packages, the number of seats available, what are the dates, and you can sell them. You can start marketing. You can you start promoting these destinations. Any help you require, anything you want to learn about these destinations, we are there to help you. It is beneficial for us if you and your staff in your agency, if they understand these destinations well, only then they can pitch and they can convince their clients.
Okay, so there is one question.
Yes.
If this country gets heavy monsoon.
Heavy monsoon, there is no heavy monsoon here. So the climate is quite different. Baku, the name Baku means it's a windy city. Baku city itself is windy almost throughout the year. It is windy right now. It's very windy. So it rains only during the winter time. Say after October or November, it rains, but it drizzles really. It drizzles. It does not rain like India, like any of the tropical countries. It does not rain like that. So it's not very rainy, but in winter time, there are drizzles. Now and then there are drizzles. Maybe I think in an entire season, I think 3 or 4 days it rains heavily. Rest of the days it may just drizzle. So winter is kind of overlaps with monsoon here. So, but over 200 days in a year, it's a windy city. But the weather is mostly pleasant. It's mostly cold. It's still cold now. The weather is going to be hot only for a few weeks in July and August. From let's say mid-July to from July to mid-August, the weather is going to be hot. Like it touches 38 degrees, 40 degrees in the daytime. Evenings are still pleasant. And rest of the times it's either pleasant weather or it's cold weather. But there is no off season. A lot of people, you would wonder, what is the off season? What is the best time to travel? I would say travel any time of the year. If you're comfortable, traveling during the winter season, then of course we've had last 3 years, we've had a lot of tourists coming in the winter season as well. So there was no off season for us. It's low season, but no off season. And the tour packages are in great demand in between March and September, October, because that's the high season. All the Arab tourists are coming here. I mean, not just Indian tourists, but tourists from all the Arab countries, the Middle Eastern countries, they come. A lot of Europeans come here. A lot of Russian tourists come here. So So I would advise you to book your package well in advance, and of course get the best prices if you book in advance, because that's the high season. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, I hope this COVID-19 thing will all settle down very
Okay,
soon.
there
It
is
may
one more
take
question, Viplav.
Yes,
Is there any
Prash.
windmill on the way of Gabala?
Is there a what? Windmill.
Wind, yeah, windmill.
Windmill, yes. You see windmills on the left-hand side. You will, when you're going to Gabala, you will see them on the left-hand side. There's quite a few windmills, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But not. It's not a sightseeing place, really. I mean, it's not that some tourists would go there just to see the windmill. You see them, of course.
Okay, so in the question, somebody was asking about Pink Lake or Masazir Lake. Viplav, if you can open our blogs, it is already there, Pink Lake. It is Red Salt Lake. It is situated in Masazir Blaze.
Yeah, just can you just share your screen? Can you just share your screen and show it, please?
Just a moment. Let me open. Okay, so this is Pink Lake, or you can say Masazir Lake, a lake. Masazir is a village. It is around 20 kilometers from Baku, and this lake produces salt. It is producing salt since long in Azerbaijan. This is the lake exactly. So the lake is said to be only among 8 pink lakes in the world. This makes the lake unique. The name of the lake, however, is Masazir Lake, or as the local says, Masazigol. This is located near Baku, Azerbaijan. So when you are traveling with Baku to a travel package, you said you should visit Pink Lake here. It is written here. The lake is salty with overall area coverage of 10 square kilometer. The lake produces salt every year, and since 1813, salt is taken from the lake. There are salt making plants, and salts are sold with brand names as well. So this is Pink Lake. Just a minute, Viplav. Just a minute. Now you can speak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are several such places. There are several lakes. Not only within Baku city, there are lakes where they produce salt. Yeah. And yeah, this lake is one of them. So similarly, there are many places in Azerbaijan. In 1 hour, it's difficult to talk about it. But if you get in touch with us, we'll tell you many options for leisure tourists. Not particularly suitable for mice, but there are a lot of options, a lot of things, activities that can be done. So there is Shamaki, there is Lahej, there is Lankaran. These are all beautiful places of Baku city where you can stay one night. Now, one thing you have to note is that the food at some of these places would be Azerbaijani food. Now, let me talk a little bit about the food. We provide the best quality Indian food, authentic Indian food, which a lot of people say that we haven't had such great Indian food even in India. They love it so much. But here in Baku city, in Gabala as well, we can provide Indian food. But outside, if you go to the regions like places like these, then chances are that you would have to have Azerbaijani food. Okay. Now the food, the typically Azerbaijani food, it consists of salad, it consists of Azerbaijani bread and meat. Like there is no concept of vegetarianism here. So if there are vegetarian groups, it has to be arranged. The food has to be arranged by us, right? Okay, and there's no problem absolutely if you're a Jain or a pure vegetarian, doesn't matter. We arrange all that food here, and everybody loves it. So yes, there are many places, there are many options. Get in touch with us, and we will tell you. We'll give you several options. Most of our tour packages, apart from the fixed departure packages, everything, all other tours are custom made. We design it, we tailor make it to suit you, to suit your budget, to suit your taste, and everything. So get in touch with us. We can suggest
Yeah.
several places, several options.
Yeah, and also please log in dookinternational.com, and you will get the details country-wise. And we have a lot of blogs for such places, for such sightseeing, which is not included in our standard itinerary. So you can read it out from there.
Yeah,
And if any question, please write to me or raise your hand. After 2-3 minutes, I'm going to close this session.
right. So yeah, there are several things we can do, So just tell us what you would like, and we will suggest what is the best suitable, what is the best suitable package for you. So you have our contact details. We have our entire sales team is based there in Delhi. Prayesh Banduvar, who is on call with us, he's heading that team, and we have team of business development staff spread across all over India. So you can be in touch with somebody who's based near to you, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, anywhere, and we will stay connected with you, and we'll help you. We will help you to sell. We will help you with the costing. We will help you with the best tour package that we can design specifically for your client on specific requests, on the queries. So send us your query, get in touch with us. If you need suggestions, it's very important that you contact us, and we'll give you the best suggestions, so that we keep the cost low. At the same time, we provide the best quality. We include the best quality services and a tailor-made package. Now, with all this COVID-19 situation, as you can see, which is happening all around the world, Europe has taken one of the, probably the worst hit. So chances are that tourism in Europe will take longer to resume. It will take much longer to resume. And if you look at the Central Asian countries, the CIS countries like Azerbaijan and all these countries, the impact of COVID-19 is much less. It will recover much faster. So it is very important for all of us, to learn these destinations very well, so that you can start promoting these. Tourism will open up here much faster than the other places like America and European destinations. So it's very important to to rescue the situation, and start. You should have something to offer to your clients sooner.
Okay.
So, and we are here to support. Yes,
Yeah,
Prash.
please, Biplab.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So it's very important to learn about these destinations now, because the tourism will resume here much faster than all the other places. That was my point. And we are here to support you. We'll teach you in any way possible. Contact us directly. We can talk on the phone, write to us, email us, contact us on our Facebook, YouTube, website, anywhere.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much, Biplav. Thank you for the information. Now I'm going to close this session. This is a request in this COVID-19 situation. Please stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Thank you very much.